everybody, and welcome to Evermizer Weekly Seed number 52 for the year 2024. It's the end of the year, even though it's the start of the year here, and we have a four-way free-for-all today between Cliqz, Heinz, Leoned, and Vultus. I think this is my first time doing a four-player free-for-all for Evermizer. So this will be exciting. This is a lot to keep track of. Luckily, I do not have to keep up with the actual tracking of checks and items and everything like that. I've decided just to put all of the runners up on screen to varying degrees of success. Different people have different setups for their tracking. So some of the trackers are have all of the information, and so therefore have been squunched down to be very, very tiny, but it'll all work out. It'll be fine. Anyway, let's see what our settings are as everybody goes through this opening area. Cliqz already getting the skip. Leoned also getting the skip. Heinz and Vultus setting theirs up right now. Oh, Heinz just walking in is gonna die to the raptors, and Vultus getting the skip as well. Okay, so we have random difficulty, the short boss rush that we are looking forward to at the end of this whole thing. Everything is accessible. The energy core is shuffled somewhere into the seed. We have alchemy checks and boss checks pooled together with a pool strategy on emphasizing bosses. So we are going to see a lot of bosses being pursued. And eventually, once Gourd checks are kind of whittled down, we're going to see them kind of skipping through a lot of those. Gourds and Sniff spots are randomized. Sniff ingredients are vanilla, so that means that the alchemy spells have vanilla ingredients. Oh wait, no, Sniff ingredients, my bad. Sniff ingredients are vanilla, but the next line down, alchemy formulas are also vanilla. Call bead spells are fully randomized. We are allowing cheats and infinite ammo for the glitches, and kind of lower experience and money game this time around. 153 experience, 175 money. All right, let's get back to focusing on the opening areas here. Looking at the trackers, I don't see anything really big that's been found so far. I don't know if anybody's picked up any call beads, but I don't see really any other weapons or anything. Okay, so now we have Cliqz and Leoned knocking on the front door to go talk to Fire Eyes. And Vultus has, we'll be going there in a second, has this last hut to look through. Heinz has a couple more huts to look through as well. So yeah, Vultus is going to do the same thing, just walk up and knock on the door. And yeah, Heinz has this last hut down here in the southwestern corner to go through. So all of our runners are pretty close to one another as far as clearing out this first area and getting into the village itself, Drain. I believe that will be usable after getting a cutting weapon. I'm pretty sure that Strongheart, once he gets rescued and you have a cutting weapon to get through the bushes, does sell ethanol. And then, of course, roots you can find a few different places in the opening area. So that is something that can potentially be have money spent to get a lot of casts stored up. Not a very powerful spell, but still it's something. So Cliqz is now out in the Badlands, slapping down some skeleton snails and some flowers. And that's it. He's not going to level up. Not even going to get a level. He's checking to make sure he has some money. 20. Yeah, he can get a petal. Vultus now out in the Badlands as well. And now Leoned exiting and getting taken out by a very aggressive flower right outside of the outskirts of the village. Same thing, Heinz getting slapped around a little bit, trying to get out to level up. So we got a little bit of grinding from three of our runners here. Cliqz did not do any of that. He just made sure he had enough money to purchase something to get that Jaguar ring. Oh, and I see that the gauge has been found by Cliqz. I think that was in the only place that he has gone to that others haven't. So the gauge must have been in one of those gourds there at the Jaguar Ring salesman. So still a lot of leveling up. Cliqz still level 1. He's focused on just kind of covering ground right now and not really... You know, you can get levels later. You can always level up later. He may have some, since we have, well, call bead spells are randomized, so I actually don't know. You know, there's a lot to keep up with. Leoned and Vultus, right on top of each other, walking in to get the Jaguar Ring. There's the gauge. Yes, the gauge was in a gourd here. So both of them are picking up the Jaguar Ring. Heinz finishing out these last few Skeletsnails. And Cliqz, I did not see what he picked up from that Hardball Alchemist, but he is now inside of the big bug and is still level 1. So I guess he knows that he has some damage output with some call beads that he's picked up. That's all I can figure, is that he has, you know, 3 or 4 call beads on his person and is just going to run forward. All right, Heinz now picking up his gauge. Leoned and Vultus getting these last gourds before moving down into the bug muck. And Cliqz now going to the right side of the bug. Has one more gourd to check before starting his fight with Thrax. Vultus and Leoned now inside of the Hardball Cave, learning Stop, which is not very helpful. It's castable, but it's not helpful. Okay, so now Cliqz is doing a little bit of leveling up against some of these maggots here. Heinz has come back to fight some more Skeletsnails. I guess wants to just get a little bit more money or a little bit more experience before heading forward into the bug muck. Vultus is setting up the dogs, getting these this last gourd here. Some meteorites. Leoned doing the same thing. Cliqz finally, after leveling up a little bit, coming in to fight Thrax. And let's see what he has in his arsenal. I think he just has like a few call beads and realizes that he has the right spells to burst this boss down. Or maybe he's just running in. Yeah, he's just going into it. Interesting. He didn't do any leveling, didn't buy any items or anything like that, didn't have any money. Vultus and Leoned now in the back part of the bug, and Heinz finally making his way south towards the bug muck. Yeah, Cliqz is just letting the dog tank all these screams and bringing him back. Vultus now heading in to start his fight against Thrax. Heinz making his way to the Hardball Alchemist. We'll be picking up Stop in just a second. Here's some Acid Rain for Cliqz. Leoned picking up a couple more items off the ground before walking in to start his fight. So yeah, it looks like nobody picked up any call beads. Either that or they're hanging on to them. So Cliqz is just has just come in and is just at level 2 with no extra damage, no extra spells or anything like that, is just full sending it against the Thrax fight, which is wild. But he does it. Down he goes. All right, Thrax gets taken out by Cliqz, and he's rewarded with 138 levels. Meanwhile, Leoned and Vultus continuing their fights against Thrax, and Heinz getting body blocked by this maggot trying to get across this isthmus to pick up these meteorites, and now he's inside of the big bug. All right, let's see what we get here as our first weapon drop. The bazooka. I think that we saw some ammo get picked up earlier. We will check that in just a second, but there's the bazooka, which is not a cutting weapon. Confusing. But it is nice to have. All right, Vultus continuing. Oh, man, big damage there. Okay, there we go. Little double tap from him and the dog, and Thrax goes down for Vultus. Leoned setting up some damage as well. The ribcage opening and closing, so it seems like Thrax is in his death throes. He's got to be careful to keep himself and the dog alive. He doesn't have any biscuits, so it's just the boy. It's just the boy. There's the Atom Smasher. Okay, so Atom Smasher was in a gourd after the fight, and there's a call bead. Vultus finishing his fight and getting the bazooka. Leoned almost done with his fight with Thrax, and Hines starting his fight with Thrax. Cliqz, meanwhile, is picking up a revive from the Acid Rain Alchemist, which he's going to go ahead and turn everything on just to make sure he has everything available. But yeah, there's the Atom Smasher. So big damage found. The bazooka and the Atom Smasher. Leoned, setting up, trying to slap this heart, gets acid rained. That's gonna hurt. Ooh, wow, almost gets one shot. And then he, oh, wow, gets that last hit in, last big hit, takes him down. All right, so now Cliqz is doing a little bit of grinding, getting a little bit of money, and a little bit, also kind of probably building up the ability to charge the Atom Smasher. But also the dog was dead through most of the Thrax fight, so these are some levels for the dog. Hines, now in the last section of his fight against Thrax, has the dog up in the heart and the boy doing some good damage there. A few more hits and Thrax will be going down for him. Vultus picking up revive from this alchemist, and Leoned almost done with his conversation with Strongheart, while Cliqz is on his way to Strongheart's hut. Alright, what are we gonna get from the man himself? There's some free wings. Barrier. Good find there. Nice protection spell. Hines draining some life from the heart to keep himself alive, letting the dog do some barking, and then trading out for the boy. Oh, boy getting slapped by these claws. Getting slapped again. Oh my gosh. So rude. He's going to have to use a nectar. And he's trying to sneak the dog up, but there's this guard maggot there. All right, there it is. Thrax goes down for Hines. And Vultus took off and landed. Where is he? Is he in the northern part of the jungle? Yeah, he has come to the swamp area and immediately gets munched on by a flower. Cliqz, meanwhile, after going through everything in the southern jungle, has come back to talk to Fire Eyes to get his call beads. Hines gets his bazooka, and will be picking up his Atom Smasher shortly. Leoned just got his, and is now using that Everpupper to zoomy all the way back to the village. Vultus on his way up the side of the volcano cliffs. He's going to start his fight in the Raptor Cave. This is considered a boss drop. And he's going to use a call bead just to burst those guys down. Let's see what this drop is for him. Revealer. Okay, well, not super important because the invisible bridges never change layout. But it does logically put the Hall of Colossia and the Pyramid into order, into play. Vultus now coming south after doing the Raptor Cave. Did not go up the side of the cliff, once again focusing bosses, so he wasn't looking for the Gourds or the Alchemy checks. Has come to fight the first Viper Commander, and he has a bazooka. Oh my gosh, Cryoblast got found! Wild. And since we have infinite ammo, this could be a pretty quick seed considering it's focusing on bosses and we have infinite Cryoblast, like, out the gate. Oh my god. Yeah, I think Cryoblast may have been something that was found in Gourds in the opening village. And then that bazooka was given to us by Strongheart. So plenty of physical damage coming out. Who needs alchemy? Who needs alchemy when you've got a bazooka with infinite Cryoblasts? All right. And it looks as though Vultus is rewarded with a Crusader Sword. Cliqz now coming to Act 2 is going to start up the timer in the bazaar here and get some wings. Hines now going through the southern jungle with that newly acquired Atom Smasher. Is going to be going to get a barrier from Strongheart. Leoned lifting off. And where's he headed? He is also headed to Act 2, to Nobilia. Vultus continuing south. A couple of gourds to check here. We do not have sequence breaks on, so he cannot get into the volcano, but he can at least come here and pick up these gourds. A call bead for free, not too shabby. Leoned now going to talk to this alchemist, the Atlas alchemist, and get some wings as well. Cliqz, done with everything that he wants to do in Nobilia, and is going to get the rock skip south through the Desert of Doom. Vultus has now come back to Fire Eyes Village. Still not going to talk to her. Does not care to have any call beads. So he's on his way now to the Windwalker. Cliqz falls down the pit and is going to start up with this cutscene with Blimp. Hines cutting through the bushes to get back to the Windwalker as well, so Hines and Vultus will be taking off in just a moment. Leoned still shopping, loading up on wings. Wings. Delicious. So let's see where Vultus and Hines are going. Vultus now coming to Act 2, and Hines doing what Vultus did before foregoing the Act 2 beeline that we see a lot of people do, also coming to the volcano area, and is going to clear through some of these earlier easy bosses, since he has infinite cryoblast as well. Cliqz done with his conversation with Blimp. Leoned starting his up. Vultus doing a little bit of shopping, getting some wings. And Hines is going to be cleaning out two of these mini-bosses here. The Raptors and the Vipers. Equipping that infinite cryoblast. Raptors are no match for a bazooka. Vultus in the Windwalker, slowly becoming the Moonwalker, backing up in midair and landing at Act 3. So not really exploring a whole lot of Act 2. Really just kind of setting up the timer, then coming to Act 3, which he'll be able to get through pretty quickly and get into Ebon Keep, since he has that bazooka. Cliqz now going through all of the gourds here on the cliffside in Crustacea. Getting a call bead, Hines getting his revealer from the Raptor Cave. And Leoned, now done with the cutscene, is also headed, let's see, yeah, headed west. So he's going to be going to Nobilia, well, I mean, through Crustacea as well. So this is one thing we did not see Vultus do. Hines is continuing up the side of the volcano, and we'll be getting these gourds and going up and talk to the alchemists on top of the volcano. Vultus takes down the stained glass enemies, which allows him to get into the rest of Ebon Keep, talk to Camilla, and get those call beads from her. Alright, Cliqz cleared out Crustacea and is now lifting off. Let's see where he's probably headed to Act 3. May go back to Act 1. He did not do anything else in Act 1. May go back and fight some of those bosses. Vultus picking up a bronze chest plate. And actually equipping it. Wow, what a rarity. See somebody actually put armor on the boy. Leoned breaking into the Drain Cave. Vultus now starting his fight against the enemies in the dungeon of Ebon Keep so that he can get into the city. This will also give him access to the Verminator fight. And then going backwards through the woods, doing the Drake, the bad boys on the bridge, the Foot Knight, all that stuff. Heinz equipping those infinite cryoblasts and is going to start gunning down some Vipers here at the first Viper Commander fight. And Leoned now cutting down some of these rocks here is continuing on the west side of the river in Act 2. Doesn't have a bronze axe, doesn't have a bronze spear or stronger, so can't really do much in these areas. But he is going to drop down and go to Horus's camp. Cliqz now starting his fight in Act 1 against the first Viper Commander, while Heinz has finished up his fight. Vultus now going through all of the chests here. These fine citizens in Ebon Keep. Cliqz throwing down all types of damage. He's got an axe. He's got a fist raining down from the sky. He's got lightning. He's not using the bazooka, which is interesting. I don't know what this is all about. I guess he's just trying to level up Crush. I don't know. Just because it is usable. Here's his Crusader sword. And Heinz has finished out his fight with the Viper Commander as well. Leoned, I guess, is done with everything that he wants to do on this side of the river. He's kind of going back and forth. I think he's just accidentally, got caught between entering and exiting that zone. Heinz now going back east in Act 1 is our first runner that we've seen go into the swamp. He's on his way to the Salabog fight. Vultus now talking to Lance. Let's see what he gets from him. Nothing! Thanks for nothing, Lance. But he's got plenty of Gourds to check as well. Oh, speaking of Lance, Heinz finds the Laser Lance. So that is now a throwing weapon that we have that'll allow us to get to the Megatar fight. So that fight is now available and logical. Cliqz getting bullied by some raptors. Has to heal the boy. Let's see what else is going on. Vultus also talked to the old woman. I did not see what he picked up there in the back rooms. Cliqz also finishes his fight against the raptors and is headed up the side of the volcano. Leoned has come back to Act 1 to pick up his call beads from Fire Eyes. Vultus still... Oh, I think he may be done. Yes, he's done with all of the houses in Ebon Keep. He's about to start his fight up against Verminator. And Heinz is still gunning down Frippos, trying to shoot frogs with a bazooka to pick up all of these Gourds and then get access to the Salabog fight. All right, here comes Vultus's fight against Verminator. Taking aim and firing, dealing a lot of damage, but he's just got to make sure that he doesn't get burst down too hard himself, but he's putting out good damage. Oh, yeah, just to be safe. Oh my gosh, Drain did a lot to the dog. Ow. There it is. Okay, Verminator goes down for Vultus. Let's see what this drop is. First of all, 1,700 gold is nice. Heinz now done with all of the Frippo murder and is going to start his fight against Salabog. Our drop is... 1 diamond eye. Okay, our first of 3 possible diamond eyes, our first of 2 necessary diamond eyes, is found at Verminator. So that's good for Vultus. Heinz now starting his fight against Salabog. Cliqz picking up Acid Rain from the Levitate Alchemist at the top of the volcano. And Leoned is just kind of cleaning up some Gourds here. Oh, getting snatched by this Carniflower. Here in Act 1. Okay, Vultus now going through the sewers and is, going to be going backwards through the woods, picking up some Thunderballs. Not a big deal. Make sure to change back to the Cryoblast, though. All right, Heinz takes down Salabog, makes fast work of him. Probably only took 3 or 4 shots from the Cryoblasts to deal with that. So we'll see what that reward is in just a second. And I guess the Atom Smasher can still break these rocks? Question mark? So, could Vultus climb Gomi Tower? I don't know. It'd be nice if the Atom Smasher could do what the Bronze Axe or the Night Basher could do, since it's a better axe. I mean, it smashes atoms, for God's sakes. It could surely cut some rocks down. Leoned doing his fight against the Viper Commander #1. Yeah, Vultus starting his fight against the Drake here. And Cliqz has now come back to Act 1 to go through the swamp to Salabog. Alright, the Drake goes down for Vultus. He's going to be rewarded with some levels, 3,500 gold, and is there a drop? A second Diamond Eye. Alright, 2 Diamond Eyes and the gauge found for Vultus. Just needs the wheel. The wheel and the gauge. The gauge is also shuffled. So, yeah, really sweeping through these bosses. And he's going to wing backwards to the midway point to fight the bad boys on the bridge. Heinz, after the Salabog fight, is leaving Act 1 and headed to Act 2. I don't think he's been to Act 2 yet. He hasn't started this timer and hasn't picked up any wings. I don't believe that's happened. Let's see. Cliqz still going through the swamp. And Leoned has come back north. Let's see what he's going to be doing. Vultus fighting this. This is the last bad boy. Oh, no, taking a death, getting hit really hard, missing that bazooka shot. Oh my gosh, when was the last time he saved? Where is he going to be put? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's not great. 68 damage was a huge hit. Missing that bazooka shot and just dying. Oh no, where is he going to be? Oh no. Oh, that sucks. Vultus is kicked back so far. Oh my god. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Save often. Equip armor. Also, don't miss your bazooka shots. God, I mean, he only had he had less than 100 total health. So taking a swing like that, taking 68 damage, I mean, just sliced down. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll check back in with Vultus in like 15 minutes. We just backtracked and caught up and gotten his 2 Diamond Eyes back that he picked up. Oh my gosh, what a horrible misfortune. Heinz now coming to Act 3, landing at Tinker's Tower. Leoned climbing the side of the cliffs here on the volcano, and Cliqz doing his fight against Salabog, throwing a bunch of fists in the air. Did Cliqz miss the gourd for cryoblasts? He has the bazooka. Did he just not pick that up? He should have picked up thunderballs if he went through all of the gourds here in the swamp. Maybe he just missed that gourd and doesn't have cryoblasts, and so he's having to rely on alchemy. Leoned being blasted up and away. He's gonna be picking up, I believe it's acid rain. Oh, he's paused himself off screen. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna eat some honey on my flight up. A little in-flight meal for myself and my dog. All right, Vultus picks up his wings, starts up the timer, leaves Act 2. Heinz doing a little bit of shopping, buying some ingredients at Blimp and making a save. Good to make a save. All right, let's see. I missed what we got from Blimp. Let's see what we get on Cliq's screen right here. This is Spider's Claw. Okay. Weak cutting weapon that doesn't unlock anything in particular, so unnecessary. Heinz now going through all of the gourds here in Crustacea, back in Act 2. Leoned now done with everything on the side of the volcano cliffs. And Cliqz is done with what he wants to do in Act 2. I think he's cleared out Act 2 other than everything that's in logical progression right now. Can't get into the volcano. And the Cult Terra fight is way, way in the future. Vultus, for the second time, takes down the stained glass enemies. Leoned now coming into the swamp is going to be going through all of this and towards the Salabog fight. Cliqz leaving Act 1. Hines is going to be leaving Act 2. Vultus sprinting back through Act 3 and just being like, ah, dang it. Dang old ding it. Cliqz coming to Act 3. And we'll be starting up his run through all of this stuff. One thing that's nice, though, I guess, with this is Vultus could, you know, can just skip a lot of the Gourds. Just can aim for the bosses. Didn't find anything worthwhile in any of the Gourds, any of the chests in the houses. Hines also coming to Act 3. So we got 3 of our runners in Act 3 right now, which is going to push them, as we saw Vultus earlier, is going to push them towards 2 Diamond Eyes, pretty much back to back. Verminator and the Drake. Hines starting his fight against the stained glass enemies. Cliqz doing the same. Vultus has broken free of the sewers and the dungeon, or not the sewers, but the dungeon, and is on his way back, climbing the steps to get to Verminator. Yeah, I don't know if Cliqz picked up the cryoblasts, because everybody else is using it. Like, it's an insane, it's unlimited, insane amount of damage. Vultus did come back to talk to the old woman on purpose. I did not see what that drop was, though. I don't see it on his tracker anywhere, so it must be just a spell that he very much wanted. We'll try and keep an eye on Vultus and Cliqz as they go through and see what that pickup is. Leoned's boy is low on health. Needs to take a heal. Alright, he's going to munch on some honey, and he's about to start his fight against Salabog. Vultus has come back! Round 2 against Verminator. Hines getting his call beads from Camilla, and then boosting down to head towards the dungeon. Cliqz has finished picking up all of the chests, and is not continuing through Act 3, is headed back up the stairs. Okay. Alright. Verminator goes down a second time for Vultus. He will be picking up his first Diamond Eye the second time. Leoned, almost done. There it is. Last shot. Right into the mouth of the giant snake of Salabog. And he blows up spectacularly. Unfortunately, he won't be receiving anything worthwhile here, just a spider's claw, but oh well. Alright, Vultus is now back inside the sewers underneath Ebon Keep. Cliqz has come back to Act 2. Hines going through the dungeon. Cliqz talking to the fishmonger. Let's see what this formula is. Oh, he doesn't have enough money. Is what it looked like. I don't know what that was. Yeah. Alright, Leoned gets his spider's claw as his reward for taking down Salabog. Cliqz now starting his fight, not starting the fight, but starting the lead up to the Vigor fight. Hines now going through all of the buildings here in Ebon Keep, going through all of the chests and everything. And Vultus has made it back out of the sewers, is going to start his second fight against the Drake to pick up his second Diamond Eye a second time. And he's still, I mean, he's low health. What if the Drake casts Fireball and just kills the boy right now? When's the last time you saved, Vultus? What do you do? You have not learned your lesson. Alright, Cliqz hitting up all of these pots here. Nothing really interesting there. About to start his Vigor fight. Leoned also coming back to Act 2. Alright, Hines. This is your redemption cycle. Time to fight the bad boys on the bridge. Don't miss this time. Stay at full health. Maybe kill some other enemies along the way to level up and get some better stats and some higher max health. Hines gets his big ball of nothing from Lance. There we go. Okay, first boy down. 2 to go for Vultus. Cliqz starting his fight against Vigor. Leoned starting the sequence beforehand. Second bad boy goes down for Vultus. All right, Hines is going to talk to this old woman. Let's see what this drop actually is. Speed. Speed is a good find. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I was about to say, Vultus getting hit with the nitro, but dodging it because he cast something on himself in the meantime. Takes down the third bad boy. Let's see what this drop was for him. A third... the third diamond... Okay, all 3 diamond eyes. Just bop, bop, bop. And... Unbelievable. Okay, where's the wheel? That's what we want to know. We found we had the gauge for free from a gourd in the Jaguar Ring salesman's cave. And then 3 diamond eyes back to back to back. Now it's just, where is the wheel? Well, and also the energy core. The energy core is shuffled. Yeah, Cliqz, I don't think has the, oh my gosh, big hit there. All right, takes down, God, took 50, what was that, 57 damage from a spear, but takes down Vigor. Yeah, I don't think Cliqz picked up the Cryoblast. Either that, or he is just being, I guess, being a very noble fighter in a lot of these boss fights. I don't know, and not using the bazooka. All right, Foot Knight goes down for Vultus. Hines starting his fight against the Rat King himself. Getting explosion casts on him. All right, down goes Verminator for Hines. That will be his first diamond eye. Cliqz got, it looks like he got the Horn Spear for his Vigor fight, which Leoned will be picking up in just a second. So Hines got his first diamond eye. Vultus. What's going on here? I don't know. Let me make sure there's nothing weird on my end with his screen. Now I'm looking at his stream now, and it looks as though... Oh no, did the game freeze? Did the game crash for him? Is he having to redo this again? A third time? No, he must have... Please tell me he saved at the base of the Dark Forest. Thank God. Oh my God. Vultus! You can't do this to us. Alright, that seemed like a glitch. He had some sort of problem with his program or something like that, and it froze up. He had to reset it. Luckily, he saved just at the bottom of the steps at the start of the Dark Forest, and just has to redo the fight with the Foot Knight. Doesn't have to redo everything in the game a third time. Hines coming here and actually buying armor and equipping armor? What, are you crazy? Nobody does that. How dare you? Destroy the sanctity of Evermizer, which is running through, screaming naked and firing off bazooka shots and Alchemy. You know, that's the true essence of the Evermizer run, Hines. You need to get with the program. All right, Cliqz has found Atlas, and it looks like he's going to start doing a glitch here to, I guess, get the Atlas glitch going, or possibly just get invincibility. I think the Atlas glitch is not allowed, but cheats are, quote-unquote cheats, which I think just allows invulnerability. Leoned going to buy some more wings. Vultus does his second fight again against the Foot Knight, and is now into Ivor Tower proper. And Hines will be leaving Act 3. I don't think he fought the Drake. I am squinting at his tracker to see if he picked anything up. Yeah. I think he fought Verminator and that was it, and used that money to go buy armor. Fair enough. All right, Cliqz breaking down this wall here into the drain. Alchemist lair. Leoned. So It's after defeating Vigor, going back to talk to Blimp, where you normally get, I guess that's where you normally get Revealer? Or Revive, or whatever. Oh, I think it's Revive. It's where you get Revive. He instead gives you Atlas. So yeah, it looks like Cliqz has set up an invincibility glitch with just stacking up a bunch of passives, and is coming back across the river in Act 2. Hines taking the elevator up by accident, it looks like. Oops. Leoned also in Act 2. Vultus going through all of the chests now in Ivor Tower Town. Oh, Leoned trying to get poisoned as one of his passives, one of his ongoing effects in order to set up the invincibility glitch. Cliqz opening up the door and is opting to go through all of the gourd checks here before fighting the Megatar. Vultus coming back to talk to Lance, but I think it's specifically to... No, did he just forget that Lance gave him nothing the first time? I don't know. I thought he was coming back here to shop. There's, like, some alchemy in specific that he wanted. Hines also coming across the river now in Act 2. Let's see where he decides to go. First, chop down all these rocks. Check these gourds that are out here, just kind of in the amorphous middle area. Leoned is leaving Act 2, coming to Act 3. I think this is his first time here. He doesn't have, he doesn't have any diamond eyes. So unless he came here... Just, yeah, I don't think he's been to Act 3. Why would he? Otherwise, we would see a lot more on his tracker. Hines picking up Force Field in Horace's camp. Oh, Cliqz does have Cryoblasts. Did you just not know he had Cryoblasts? Uh-oh. Well... That sucks. He could have been using that for the last half hour. Oops. Takes down the Minotaur. That's 2 quadrants down, 2 to go in the Hall of Colossia. Hines coming north to the hall himself. Leoned about to start his fight against the stained glass enemies. And Vultus has backtracked through all of Act 2, or Act 3, excuse me. Has these gourds here in the forest in front of Ivor Tower to check first. And then he's going to throw himself down the well and wind up back in Act 2 on the west side of the river, and we'll be able to at least, well, no, he won't be able to do anything. He hasn't picked up the bronze axe. He hasn't picked up a spear at all. I'm pretty sure that laser lance was found in a gourd. All right, Megatar goes down for Hines. Let's see what he picks up. Nothing. He got a lot of money. Yeah, Vultus has not gone through the swamp yet. Or maybe he did before he died? And he lost that stuff? I don't know, but the laser lance is there. That's where everybody else has found it. Not that it really matters, because the Megatar fight is a big old nothing. Cliqz has finished 3 of the quadrants and now is on his way to the Mad Monk fight. Leoned going through everything that we've seen people go through in Act 3, and will be on his way. If he decides to stick with Act 3 like we saw Vultus do, he will be rewarded with so many diamond eyes. A copious amounts. Who could even need this many diamond eyes in their lives? I don't know. But you're gonna get them. Back to back to back. Oh yeah, Vultus hasn't done any of this stuff in Act 2. He's got to go through the sequence now, this cutscene with the dog coming out of the fountain. Hines is just kind of full sending it into the pyramid. I don't think he has a bronze. Yeah, he's just here. Hines is just gonna come here and like, well, I'll just start opening up pots and maybe I'll find an axe here. Fair enough. Cliqz almost done. Yeah, we're gonna see Cliqz fight here against the Mad Monk. This is our first time seeing this mini boss fight. One shot, one more shot. Boom, down he goes. Bronze chest plate. Whoop-de-doo. But he does have the Fireball Alchemist to go and talk to. Vultus picking up firepower. Doesn't bother with it, can't equip it, can't really cast it right now, doesn't have a whole lot of feathers. I think it's Feather and Brimstone. Has access to one of those right now. Really has access to both. Could go back to Act 2, but whatever. And he's going to rock skip north through the Desert of Doom. And yeah, the bazaar is deserted, so he will start the sequence going towards the Vigor fight. Cliqz, finished with all of the quadrants here in the Hall of Colossia, is now going to use that laser lance to fight against the Megatar. After he has one more gourd he wants to go get from this lady in the corner, on the upper right corner. Let's see, Hines, if you picked up anything here. He's going through a lot of these gourds here. Getting a call bead, that's kind of nice. Leoned about to be rewarded. Invading Lance's personal space is just going to be told to get out. Nothing. I'm gonna call the cops. Alright, that is the first level of the pyramid. Hines now checking the next level. 30 particle bombs, so now we found all of the ammo. Hines scrambling and hoping. Oh, reset. Oh, that's great. Switching back to the dog to reset the locations of the mummified cats. Big brain move right there for Hines. Cliqz also gets a big ol' nothing from the Megatar fight. Vultus still going through the opening sequence before the Vigor fight. Got a lot of zooming around, a lot of running. Alright, Hines is on the lowest level of the pyramid. This is his last kind of Hail Mary. Hopefully he will find some sort of progression here before he gets stopped by the walls that he needs the bronze axe to cut through. Cliqz has also come to the pyramid. Why not? He's in the area. Also did the halls. So kind of same thing. An Amulet of Annihilation does not take down walls. Unfortunately. You'd think, maybe. You smash it against it and it just blows up the wall. Alright, Vultus starting his fight against Vigor. And Leoned is on his way back into Ebon Keep to fight against Verminator to pick up his first Diamond Eye. There is a mini-boss fight against the Sons of Anhur that Cliqz and Hines are headed towards. That could be something. That is a boss fight. And since we are pooling alchemy and boss checks together and emphasizing the boss checks, this could be something. Could be worthwhile. Leoned starting his fight against Verminator. Vultus finishing his fight against Vigor. Hines about to start his fight against the Sons of Anhur. One down. Second down. Levitate. Ooh, okay. Levitate found. That does not allow him to continue in the pyramid, but it can send him back to the volcano for 2 more boss fights against Viper Commander number 2 and against Magmar. So that's fun. So time to scram out of Act 2. Make sure that you pick up some mud peppers because we do have vanilla alchemy formulas. So go talk to Blimp before you cheese it out of Act 2. Leoned has picked up his first Diamond Eye and is now going through the sewers here in Ebon Keep and is on his way to the Drake, which will give him his second Diamond Eye, and then the Bad Boys for the third Diamond Eye. Vultus, right. Since he waited, or I guess didn't wait, but just like, you know, the path that he took, the divergence he took, rewarded him with Diamond Eyes before coming back here to fight against Vigor. He's able to chain these fights together. Fight Vigor, then fight Aegis, and then can go and fight the, whatever it's called. Aquagoth. And Tiny's hideout. So pretty good to chain this stuff together. Cliqz picks up Levitate and goes, oh, you gotta be kidding me. All right, I'm out of here. Can't go any further. Leoned finally gets out of the sewers and is switching over to the bazooka. 2 or 3 shots against this Drake will take him down. Down he goes. He'll be rewarded with a bunch of gold and his second diamond eye. Heinz loading up on some ingredients here from Blimp. Alright, Aegis goes down for Vultus. Leoned now starting his fight against the bad boys on the bridge. 1 down, 2 to go. Cliqz, after finding Levitate, is leaving Act 2. Same thing, Heinz doing the exact same. Leoned, really guiding, really getting the timing of the sequence down. As soon as one of the boys jumps off the pedestal, just immediately shoots him in the chest with the bazooka and picks up his, wait for it, 3rd diamond eye. Yahoo! Heinz is coming back to Act 3. Cliqz has come back immediately to Act 1. Cliqz still has not gone to Act 3 to pick up any diamond eyes. I guess Heinz hasn't either? We see on the screen at the bottom, we watched Vultus, on Vultus' screen, Tiny hurl the energy core, and then Leoned gets the cutscene where he sees it across the way underneath the chessboard. Pretty funny synchronicity right there. Alright, Cliqz is on his way to the Coloptera fight. Vultus gets the vanilla Staff of Life that is always there from Horus. Leoned takes down the Foot Knight and will continue backwards through Act 3. Heinz going through the sewers here under Ebon Keep as well. He did come here and beat Verminator, so he does have 1 diamond eye. And yeah, Cliqz is on his way now to the Coloptera fight. Vultus now, after coming to Act 2 and going to Nobilia with at least 2 diamond eyes and doing the Aegis fight, now has 2 boss fights available to him that the others have not unlocked yet. So this could be very helpful. Alright, Cliqz has made his way through the big bug again and is about to start the fight against the scary older brother of Thrax. Here's the Coloptera fight. And Cliqz is going to be happy that he finally looked through all of his stuff and realized, oh wait, I have a bazooka. Right. I can just shoot this thing with Cryoblast. Speaking of, Heinz is about to fight the Drake with Cryoblast and receive his 2nd diamond eye. Vultus, where are you headed? What is the game plan? Alright, Heinz takes down the Drake, will be receiving a lot of money, and his 2nd diamond eye. Cliqz just sitting all the way back. And, there we go. After a bunch of shots, takes down Coloptera. Let's see what his reward is. Heinz using wings to get through half of the Dark Forest and wind up at the boys on the bridge. Here's the first twin. Casting a protection spell. There's the wheel! Alright, so now we know where everything is. So the wheel is at Coloptera. Man, I don't know when Vultus is going to do that. Because he, like I said, he did the Aegis fight. I mean, that gives him Tiny's hideout. That gives him Aquagoth. Luckily, there haven't been a whole lot of weapons found, so hopefully it'll funnel him towards that Coleoptera fight. But if he finds the Bronze Axe, if he finds a spear, if he finds the Night Basher, then it's going to pull him off the path that he needs to be on. And Cliqz, however, just needs to go to Act 3. He's got the wheel, he's got the gauge. He just needs to go do Act 3. And he'll be ready to go. Also, though, I will say... Oh! Vultus found the whatever it's called. My brain has stopped. The energy core. Where did Vultus find the energy core? When did that happen? Hold up. When did that happen? Cliqz has instead taken this levitate that he found in the pyramid and come to do the volcano. Heinz still fighting these bad boys. They're dodging. They're ducking and weaving. He slaps one in the face for 0 damage. There we go. All right, Heinz will be receiving his second diamond eye. Where did Vultus get the... I missed it. I was looking elsewhere when he picked up the... energy core. I don't think he paid Tiny... He doesn't know. He doesn't have levitate. So he couldn't have paid Tiny to do the rock throw. I wonder what that was. Heinz making a save here at the beginning of the Dark Forest and is going to climb up to fight the Foot Knight. Leoned getting these last few chests here in the opening area of Act 3 and is going to be jumping down the well to go back to Act 2. Cliqz now in the back rooms of the volcano on his way to the Viper Commander fight number 2. Yeah, Vultus has thrown himself down into the pit and is now in the dark maze on his way to Aquagoth. So Vultus has everything, he just needs to go to Coleoptera, but he's got so many other things that he could do. Like, he has so much access. So it's just, you know, when are you going to go back to Act 1? Leoned has come to Act 2 to fight the, and has come back across the river, is now fighting the Megatar. This will be a big ol' nothing for him. And Heinz has now made his way into Ivor Tower. He's got a lot of gourds to go check. Cliqz fighting the Viper Commander number 2 gets a lance. Not a big deal. Leoned takes down the Megatar and will receive a lot of money and then nothing. Vultus gets 5,000 jewels, and what else was it? Oh, he gets the Bronze Axe! Oh no! Oh no! Vultus is getting thrown so far off the beaten path. Defeating Aquagoth for the Bronze Axe is going to send him to the pyramid where he'll get levitate, and then... Like, at least he's here. He can jump right back down into the well after this cutscene, and then go do the pyramid. But it's not going to be... He's going to find levitate, which is going to throw him way off the path, like down another rabbit hole. Oh no. Vultus was doing so well, but unfortunately, the access that he has thrown him down a sequence that he should not be on right now. It is going to be very detrimental. Leoned now running through all of the quadrants in the Hall of Colossia, looking for that energy core, and also now on his way to the... Here's the Minotaur fight, but he also has the Mad Monk fight. Heinz has now picked up all 3 diamond eyes and is inside of Ivor Tower Town. Is going through all of these gourd checks. Cliqz doing the same thing, looking through gourds for the energy core, shuffled somewhere in the world, but also is eventually going to hit the switch to allow him access to the Magmar fight. Yep, Vultus got that bronze axe and is coming straight to the pyramid. Makes sense. But it's not where he needs to be. I mean, rando good a rando. You think like, oh yes, there's, everything's so intelligently, put together. You get this thing to unlock this thing, then you get that thing there, and that unlocks this thing, and clearly, like, you just go down this path of, like, unlocking more locks to get the thing that you need to beat the game. And sometimes it's like, hey, did you check this? Did you check the box in the corner? Instead of going through this whole everything, did you, like, look under these pile of leaves out in the front yard? No? Well, that's where it was. All right, Cliqz has made its way to the back of the volcano now, the back of the sewers, and about to start his Magmar fight. Vultus still going through the pyramid. Leoned still going through the Hall of Colossia. Heinz still going through everybody's personal belongings in Ivor Tower. Thief! Stop! All right, Cliqz. 2 shots. Boom. Magmar's done. This is not going to be anything that he wants or needs, and so he's got a long cutscene to deal with. Gladiator Sword. Whoop-de-doo. Vultus is going to take out these Sons of Anhur and get the Levitate spell and go. I mean, it's one of those things where he's going to think like, oh, this is so cool. Like, take the Diamond Eyes to go unlock the access to Aquagoth to beat Aegis to go, and that also while you're there, you get the... Leoned also found the energy core. Where was the energy core? I'm so confused. How did I miss that? What is going on? When did this happen? All right. Vultus now starting his fight against Rimsalah. Boom. And now ending his fight with Rimsalah. Gets a mud pepper. Yahoo. Well, Vultus made quick work getting through all of that stuff. I guess he doesn't have to check Gourds anymore. He's just gunning for bosses, so he was able to get through the pyramid very quickly. Just going for the 2 boss fights. Leoned on his way through the desert right now to the Beekeeper. And Vultus is headed where? I guess he's just trying to get out of the riverbed. He needs to get, gets force field. He needs to get some mud peppers, I guess, to go do the Tiny's thing? I don't know. Do Tiny's hideout? Leoned coming back to Act 2 to the town. He's going to start his Aegis fight in just a second. Cliqz coming back to Act 3. And this will push him towards getting his Diamond Eyes, but still don't know where Vultus and Leoned found this energy core. Heinz has also found it. What happened? Where else could I be looking? I've been looking at this screen the whole time. It's a lot of information to look through. But I've been glancing back and forth at everybody's runs. How did I miss 3 of the 4 people get the energy core? Where's the energy core? I don't know. Maybe it was in a chest. Maybe it was in a chest in Ivor Tower or something like that. But this is Cliqz's first sojourn through Act 3 proper. Vultus now teleporting back and forth to get up to Tiny's ledge. Leoned takes down Aegis, which will unlock a couple of boss fights. Heinz about to start his fight against... He's in the waiting room before fighting Vigor. And Tiny teaches us how to heal. Teaches us how to love. Thank you, Tiny. Yeah, Cliqz has done so much stuff. This is wild that this is his first time really coming to Act 3. That was him at 1 hour and 4 minutes taking down the enemies in the dungeon of Ebon Keep. Alright, Vultus. Where to now? Is it Colaptera? Probably not. I don't know. What else do you have access to at this point? Like, what else could he do? I don't know what all... I'm trying to remember what all else he's done in Act 1. He doesn't have the laser lance, so he hasn't gone through the swamp yet to fight Salabog. Although, if he does that, he's not going to find the laser lance, because he's not... He's just focusing on bosses. Oh, he's picking up mud peppers, right? He needs to get it. He can do the volcano, too. If he hasn't done Salabog, I assume he'll do that first. But will he do Coloptera? Will he do Salabog and then Coloptera and then do the volcano? You know? Hein's about to start his fight against Vigor, Leonid, finishing the cutscene. After talking to Horus after beating Aegis. Unlocking a couple of more bosses for him to go and fight. Alright, Vultus coming back to Act 1. Let's see what he decides to do first. Heinz takes down the Vigor the Indestructible. And Vultus is, yep, headed into the swamp. He's gonna go do the Salabog fight first. Leonid going back across the river now that he's beaten Aegis. And has the Aquagoth fight and the tiny hideout at his disposal. Vultus taking aim, missing against the Frippo, taking aim. They're hitting him the second time. So yeah, not checking any of the gourds, just going for bosses. We'll see if Heinz decides to do the same loop. Like, now that he's just fought Vigor, if he just goes right back in to fight Aegis. Here is Vultus's fight against Salabog, and Cliqz has gone through all of the gourds, all of the chests in Ebon Keep, and is now about to start his fight against Verminator, which will be his first Diamond Eye. Vultus throwing out a bunch of lightning, zapping Salabog. Leonid has come to the pyramid. Has he not done the pyramid yet? Yeah, I guess he hasn't. So he's gonna... No, he doesn't have Levitate. Otherwise, he would totally have that. Alright, Cliqz finishing up his fight. One more shot maybe against Verminator. Oh, getting plagued. Super awesome. Neato, thanks. There we go. Verminator down. That'll be his first Diamond Eye. Heinz starting his fight against Aegis. Vultus finishing his fight against Salabog. And Leonid not fighting anything. Just fighting the clock. Just sprinting through the maze of the pyramid. All right. So Cliqz immediately looping down into the sewers under Ebon Keep. Aegis goes down for Heinz. Leonid is done with the top level of the pyramid, is now onto the second level. Cliqz on his way. We'll be picking up his second Diamond Eye in a moment against the Drake. And is still looking for that energy core. Vultus gets his Spider Claw from Blimp. Thanks for nothing. Doesn't really help. But it doesn't send him... It's not a Night Basher, you know? It doesn't send him, like, way down. It's also not a spear. Luckily, Megatar is nothing. Otherwise, Vultus not opening up one of the gourds here in the swamp to get the laser lance could have been a huge detriment. Leonid pushes this man down the steps. Get out of my way! I got places to be. Alright. Yeah, Vultus hasn't done any of this stuff in Act 1. So he's coming... Here's his fight against Viper Commander number 1. And since he has Levitate, is he going to go into the pyramid first, or into the volcano first, or is he going to go do the Coloptera fight first? I assume that... I mean, what makes sense is doing Coloptera and then doing the volcano, since the volcano has a long cutscene afterwards and sends you back to Act 2. Like, while you're in Act 1, you might as well do the Coloptera fight. Here's Cliqz fight against the Drake, missing a shot. lining up. There's a bazooka hit. One more shot ought to do it. And there it is. Drake goes down for Cliqz. He will get his second diamond eye. And we're still looking... He is still looking for his energy core. Everybody else, however, is... There's some Bob Ross over on Heinz' screen. Thanks for that, Bob Ross. The other 3 runners need to get to Coloptera to get the wheel. Wait. Where did the Night Basher come from? What? Where did the Night Basher come from? What has Cliqz done that the others haven't? I have not noticed the Night Basher up there yet. Leoned gets Levitate. Where the hell did he pick up the Night Basher? The other runners don't have that. I'm so good. What is happening? What am I I'm losing my mind trying to figure out where certain things are picked up. All right, Cliqz is way off the beaten path. Uh-oh. Vultus is breaking through all these rock barriers, is going to do the volcano first. He's going to have to come back here after the cutscene to go to Coloptera. Where the fuck was the Night Basher? I'm so confused. Where did he find that? I haven't noticed it on his tracker. Has it been there for a while and I just haven't noticed it? I don't know. But he's climbing Gomi Tower right now, and it's the wrong move. Leoned coming to Tiny's hideout is gonna teleconfuse him. Vultus starting his fight against Viper Commander number 2 now. And yeah, Vultus is not winging out. He's just walking back through everything. So yeah, he's committed to this volcano play. And it's just going to send him way off the path. Which is fine. I mean, like, you go, oh, well, I found Levitate, so let me go do all this stuff. So he's skipping through rocks right now. Alright, now to the back. Leoned's done with Tiny's hideout. Heinz has come to Tiny's hideout. He's going to start teleporting around in a second. Cliqz is still climbing Gomi Tower. Opening up all of the chests looking for this energy core. And Leoned is now going to be going into the center of the earth towards the Aquagoth fight, and will be rewarded with the bronze axe, which is yippee skippy. Heinz now getting up on top of the platform to talk to Tiny. We'll get heal from him. Vultus about to start his fight against Magmar in the back of the volcano, and will be sent out of Act 1. He'll need to, after the cutscene, come back to Act 1 to fight Coloptera. Cliqz is almost at the top of the tower. Yep, there is Sterling. He's checked all of the gourds, did not find the energy core. Vultus takes down Magmar. And Heinz is doing what? I don't even know. Alright, Sterling goes down for Cliqz. Vultus gets the gladiator sword for the Magmar fight. And Heinz is coming back to the Hall of Colossia. Cliqz learns Cure from Tinker. Or from Gomi, excuse me. And is now going to be flown back to Ivor Tower to do the Mongola fight. Leoned takes down Aquagoth and gets his bronze axe. Vultus, going through the cutscene, is about to be washed ashore in Act 2. And Hines is looking through... No, he's not looking through Gourds. He's just trying to fight bosses. He's going through right now towards the Mad Monk fight. Cliqz on his way to the Mongola fight. But he's checking all of the Gourds. He's checking all the chests and everything else because he's looking for that shuffled energy core. Leoned is done with everything in Act 2 and is going to throw himself back down the well in just a second. Vultus winds up back in Act 2. What is the game plan? What has he not done? Has Vultus... Oh, I don't... Has Vultus not done the Hall of Colossia? Because he didn't have that laser lance. So I think he found the lance along the way. Yeah, he hasn't done the Hall of Colossia. So he's got 2 boss fights here, the Megatar as well as the Mad Monk, which Hines is on his way to the Mad Monk right now. And Leoned, where are you headed? Oh, right, he just picked up the Bronze Axe, so he's going to continue. He's going to go fight Rimsala now. So he's got this whole thing to go through. Cliqz being ushered into the throne room. Still waiting for this cutscene to end so that he can fight Mongola. Leoned getting chased by a bunch of bone buzzards running through the pyramids. He's just not checking anything. He just is trying to get to the Rimsala boss fight with his bronze axe. Minotaur goes down for Vultus. He's 2 of the 4 quadrants down in the Hall of Colossia. And Hines has now made it to the Mad Monk. Missing a couple of shots. You know, that spry Mad Monk gets out of the way of the shot so easily. Gold-plated vest, Hines immediately wings out. Not what he wanted to see. Cliqz is now going through all of these chests here. Did not do the fight. I guess, yeah, he's just looking for the drop. He knows that the energy core is shuffled into a gourd. It's not going to be a boss fight. So, yeah, he just did that Sterling fight to get himself back to Ivor Tower. Hines now throwing himself into the center of the earth on his way to the Aquagoth fight. Leoned takes down Rimsala. Doesn't get anything that he needs. Vultus is still traveling through the Hall of Colossia. So 3 of our runners need to get back to Coloptera, and Cliqz, I think, is just going to stumble across this this energy core. I think in maybe Ivor Tower town. That's all I can figure, that he hasn't gone there yet, and there's a bunch of gourds. Oh, but he's thinking, oh, what about the skeleton key? Is that where he's headed right now? Oh, no. I mean, that's a good thinking. Like, before you leave the tower, like, why don't you do this little sequence as well? But it's a long time. Hines starting his fight against Aquagoth. Vultus, I think, is done with his 3rd quadrant and is now walking in to do his 4th quadrant. Or did he fight the Mad Monk? I'm looking through. Yeah, he fought the Mad Monk. Now he's going to fight Megatar. Leoned, coming back to Act 1. Is he on his way to the Coloptera fight? If so, he needs to go talk to, do you need to talk to, Fire Eyes beforehand? I don't know. Cliqz trying to push the dog through the wall so that he can drop into the vent. Hines takes down Aquagoth. Vultus needs another shot or 2 against Megatar. Cliqz gets the wall skip to drop the pupper down into the vents near the woman. Picks up the gold key, skeleton key. Leoned now going through the big bug. Vultus getting a big old nothing from the Megatar fight. And Heinz receiving the Bronze Axe from Aquagoth, which is just fantastic. All right, Leoned switching over to the bazooka, and okay, yeah, did not have to talk. You just, I guess there's a certain, I guess this is another thing that happens after the Aegis fight. Is it parts land here? So this is the Coleoptera fight. Leoned will be getting his wheel here in just a second. Cliqz has gotten the skeleton key, but it has to go through this whole sequence first of getting arrested and released. Heinz coming back to Act 1. The only thing he has here is Coleoptera, so this is promising. Heinz, or Vultus has come back to Act 1. Heinz still going through the pyramid, now that he has picked up his Bronze Axe. Alright, Coleoptera goes down for Leoned. He will be the first person in go mode, picking up the wheel right here. Has 2 diamond eyes, has the gauge, has the wheel, has the energy core. Cliqz shooting these enemies in the dungeon here in Ivor Tower dungeon. Try to gain access to the castle again. Leoned picks up his wheel, and he is in go mode. He's ready to get to Act 3 and blast off to Omnitopia. Vultus has spoken to Fire Eyes. Like I said, I don't think I don't think Leoned did that. I don't think he spoke to Elizabeth. So I don't know if that trigger is necessary. I think it's just you fight Aegis, and that allows you to fight Coleoptera. But no, that's not it, because Cliqz did that before getting the... before getting Diamond Eyes. He picked up the wheel before getting Diamond Eyes, right? So I don't know what that sequence is. I apparently have not learned. Alright, Vultus is inside of the big bug. He is on the path to go mode right now. He will be picking up the wheel after this fight against Coleoptera. And Cliqz, now with this, has escaped the dungeon, has the skeleton key, has a bunch of gourds to check, doesn't find anything there. Is now going into the town itself, which I think that's where the energy core is in the town of Ivor Tower. We will find out in just a second. Leoned doing a bunch of casting real quick. I don't know what all this is. I guess he's just like leveling up some spells before going in to talk to Tinker? Question mark? Don't know. Here comes Vultus's fight against Coleoptera. This will be his go mode. He will get his wheel in just a second. Heinz coming back to Act 1 now. Leoned finishes casting a bunch of speed on himself, and then finally heads back in, and is ready to blast off to space. Vultus sitting back and blasting away. And Leoned is ready to start his fight. It is a short boss rush, so you don't have to do all of the stuff here, you know, in Omnitopia, because you show up with the energy core. So Leoned is dropping in. Here he is. Quick, short boss rush against Metal Magmar and Carltron's robot. Vultus finishes his fight with Coloptera and will be rewarded with the wheel and put him in go mode as well. Heinz is on the path, is talking to Fire Eyes, and it will be going to Coloptera in just a second. And Cliqz should be just stumbling upon that energy core any moment now from one of these chests. Oh my gosh, Leoned, what is his frame rate? He has so much stuff going on his screen right now. Ah! What a slowdown. Holy shit, what happened? He cast so much stuff. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. We weren't measuring frames per second, we were in frames per minute. All right, Cliqz didn't find the energy core. Is it out here in the bushes? What was I was joking about it, like, oh yeah, it's under a pile of leaves. Is it actually under a pile of leaves? It is! Energy core has been found in the woods. Cliqz, you're done. You don't need anything else. Yeah, he's out of there. All right, Cliqz is in go mode. Heinz is on his way to the Coloptera fight, which will put him in go mode. Vultus is about to blast off into space. Leoned did not take down Magmar, Metal Magmar fast enough, and he took a nice little like healing zap there in the middle of the arena. Using this bazooka to take him down, instead of casting a bunch of alchemy and magic from call beads. Vultus has landed on Metopia. He's about to start his fight against the short boss rush. Crush being cast, and Metal Magmar has taken up a stance in the middle of the arena again. Is he going to get healed a second time? Leoned is really trying to pound down some damage real quick. Vultus teleports, is about to drop in to start his short boss rush. Cliqz taking off from Act 2 on his way to Act 3. Oh no, there's the healing again. Leoned stops him, but he still got healed for about 3,000 health. Vultus is now inside of the arena waiting for Metal Magmar to show up. Heinz is casting a few spells, barrier, before going in to fight Coloptera to get his wheel and put himself in go mode. Cliqz is now landing at Tinker's Tower, and will be blasting off to space in just a second. So Vultus and Leoned are both now in the short boss rush fight, neck and neck. There's Heat Wave being cast. All right, Leoned has taken down Metal Magmar, so he doesn't have to worry about healing anymore. He's protected with barrier. He just has to dump out enough damage and not miss any shots against Carltron's robot. Vultus doing a good job. All right, Metal Magmar kind of went to the middle of the arena for just a second for Vultus. There it is, there's the heal. Oh my gosh, there's so much health! Vultus, you gotta stop him! He got healed so much there. There's like 5,000 or 6,000 health! Ah! Cliqz is now in space. He's about to start drop in for the short boss rush. Heinz finishes up his fight with Coloptera and is rewarded with the wheel. Leoned is still shooting the robot in the butt with his bazooka shots. Vultus, another healing batch for Metal Magmar. It's a disaster. Leoned taking a second to cast speed again so that he can, I guess, fire faster. Cliqz now starting his fight against Metal Magmar. Heinz receiving his wheel. He is now in go mode. And there it is. Leoned is done first. Oh no, Vultus, Metal Magmar getting healed a third time for Vultus. That's so much health. That sucks so bad. Cliqz now starting his fight against Metal Magmar. Vultus might as well be starting his fight. I mean, par for the course for Vultus to start a fight against the boss for the seed multiple times, that he died and had to redo all of Act 3, and now he's basically starting over a third time against Metal Magmar because he healed up. Oh my gosh, it sucks so bad. Oh, Cliqz heals, his Metal Magmar heals a little bit, but he stops it with a Call Bead cast. So he only got healed, I think, maybe once or twice. So somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 health right there. Here's Heat Wave on Vultus, stopping him. You gotta keep him from posting up in the middle. Keep that damage rolling in. Cliqz. All right, takes down Metal Magmar. He was just about to get healed again, so now, gosh, Vultus was the first, no, Vultus was not the first one in, but Cliqz, Vultus was here before Cliqz. And, oh, here comes another heal. Stop him. Oh my gosh, the bazooka just didn't hit? Question mark? The bazooka didn't stop, didn't deal any damage and didn't stop him from getting healed. This is like this is the third reset. So this is like starting over a fourth time for Metal Magmar for this fight for Vultus. This is a travesty. Heinz is about to blast off into space. Cliqz is now firing shots into the back of Carltron's robot. Has a few more shots left. We're still keeping our eye on Vultus. Here's a heat wave from the center of the room. Heinz on his way up to space. A few more shots from Cliqz and he will be done. Vultus just has to keep Metal Magmar from healing again. Again. Cliqz, there it is. All right. Cliqz is done with a time of 1:30:53. Heinz has made it to space. Is he gonna bypass Vultus? Vultus has been fighting Metal Magmar for months. All right, finally, Metal Magmar goes down for Vultus. He is in the second phase now, up against Carltron's robot, and it's all smooth sailing from here. He just needs to land shots. Luckily, Carltron's robot cannot heal, so he just has to sit in that corner and take him down. Heinz now dropping in to start his fight against Metal Magmar. Hopefully, he doesn't have as many troublesome healing bouts that a few of the other people had to deal with. Hopefully, he can just burst him down pretty quick. I guess that is one of the problems with finding the Bazooka and Cryoblast so early is they come to this fight, and Metal Magmar is weak against magic and alchemy, and they just didn't have a whole lot of damage to pump out, because usually it's like, oh, let me Octocast, like level 6 Crush or something like that, and deal 7,000 damage real fast. Not the case here. Vultus still firing at Carltron's robot. Heinz making sure, oh, there's the heal. He shoots and misses. Uh-oh, that's a huge heal right there for Heinz. Oh no, I saw the little miss pop up. What happened with Vultus? What was that? I don't know. That was a weird scene transition. I think he hit the wrong button and he did a scene transition. So my timing is a little bit off as well. But Vultus is done with a time of 1:32:28. We'll give him like 26. And now we're just going to watch Heinz. Heinz is here at the end. Has to take down Metal Magmar and then take down Carltron's robot as well. So he should be done in just a couple of minutes here, as long as Metal Magmar does not heal up again. All right, so all three Diamond Eyes were back to back in Act 3 at, oh, there's the heal, stop him, throw a thing. Cliqz was fast on the trigger to stop that. He immediately menued to a call bead and used Earthquake to deal damage to stop him. So he only got healed for like 1,000 health. You know, if you just got to deal some damage. I think the other three runners were not considering that. We're just going, well, I have this bazooka, let me shoot him real quick. And weren't thinking, oh, let me menu over and pivot to do something else. So Heinz will be wrapping up our last runner here, but very close times, all within 5 or 6 minutes of each other. Yeah, all three Diamond Eyes back to back in Act 3 at Verminator, at the Drake, at the Boys on the Bridge. The Gauge was in a gourd in the opening village. It was just like, here you go. And then it was that wheel was just elusive for a few of our runners, trying to find, you know, going to Coloptera. Yeah, it's kind of off the beaten path. It's a very late game check to do. There's so many other things you could do. It's also like not near any other boss fights. It's like you have to land, you have to cross through, go through so much stuff to get to the boss fight. And then it's a long boss fight as well. Coloptera has like 6,000 health or something like that, so she's a beast to take down. But yeah, then finding that energy core, Cliqz just didn't go to Act 3 for a long time, and so didn't find that energy core, you know, out in the woods, out in the front yard of Ivor Tower. All right, Hines is finished as well. So look, we've got our official times. Leoned finishing first with a time of 1:28.52, followed by Cliqz with 1:30.53, Vultus with 1:32.28, and Hines with 1:34.48. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. These gaps here. That is everything. Now we've got videos that I have cycling through and showing everybody else's stuff. Everything's kind of breaking down now here at the end. That is it. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. What a seed. Kind of all over the place. It could have been very fast. It had one of those potentials, like if you just kind of got on the god path, you could have gone through this, like, I don't know. It could have possibly been sub-hour. Finding, you know, the diamond eyes, finding the, but it's like, who's going to go do Cold Terra? Like, you do all this, you have access to all of this other stuff. You start getting all of these other things handed to you, and you go, oh, here's the bronze axe. Oh, I have 2 diamond eyes. Let me go to Aegis. Oh, here's this. Oh, here. And it's just like, great. I'm never going to go to Cold Terra. It's so far off in the middle of nowhere. I'm not even thinking about that boss fight. Cliqz, on the other hand, did it early and then just did not go to Act 3, and everything else for him that he needed was in Act 3. So that was a little depressing. But yeah, really, close, really cool to talk through this. This is my first time doing a 4-player free-for-all for Evermizer. I've done it a few times for Secret of Mana, but I saw that these times were very close together, so I thought this would be really cool to watch all 4 of these runners do this at the same time. Thank you to Cliqz, Heinz Hearts, Leoned91, and Vultus for letting me use your VODs to cast this free-for-all pseudo race. It was a lot of fun. The last race of the year for the Evermizer, what is it? Weekly seed for 2024. So looking forward to starting things up next week, probably, or pretty soon. You know, I'm just a little bit behind because of the holidays and because of being sick. So, but this was a lot of fun to cast. Wow. Yeah, just really cool seed. That is it for me. Thank you for tuning in and listening. If you want to play the Evermizer yourself, there is a link below in the description of this video that'll take you to the website where you can either generate seeds through the website itself, or you can download a program that allows you to generate seeds locally on your own system. There's also a link to the Discord community for the Evermizer racers, runners, everything like that. If you have questions about how to set up some seeds, if you're a newbie, there's a lot of good material there and a lot of really knowledgeable and friendly people to ask. There's also a lot of people, if you have questions about how to route certain things, logic checks, or even doing speedrunning tactics to break different sequences and stuff like that. A lot of people there that also do speedrunning for this game that have a lot of knowledge for you. So come in, don't be a stranger, say hello, and ask some questions and get started on your own adventure. I want to also say that if you want to follow Cliqz, Heinz, Leoned, or Vultus on their channels, I've got links below to their channels as well. Be sure to support them as well. Go give them likes and follows and hugs and kisses and all that good stuff. And that is it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this 4-way free-for-all for Evermizer, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.